certain times of the year, as the planets are going around the sun, our Earth, because it's farther out, looks like it's passing up a planet, and a planet looks like it's going backwards in time. That's retrograde motion. The planet is not actually going in reverse. It just looks like that. And we have all had that sensation of being at a light, and the car next to us starts going forward before we are, and it looks like we're rolling backwards. I don't know. I think we've all experienced that. I have a couple of times. I'll say, "Oh my God, my car's rolling," and actually, I'm stationary, but it looks like I'm rolling backwards. Then there's a portion of Mercury it's an esoteric low, a soul ruler of Aries. So that means when you initiate speech from your soul level, with all the information you've gathered in Gemini, critiquing what you're saying and transforming that before you go forward and speak. But with this retrograde motion, we have time to reflect and go in, and decisions we have made throughout our relationships, at work, or what we're doing in our everyday life. If there's something that we are working out, it's not quite there, and if we are delayed in any way, it's because we have to go inside of ourselves and critique it, get more information about it, so that we can initiate it from our soul purpose at a very deep, profound level, not superficial. Because Gemini communication, because it's collecting information, can be superficial. It's talking about what it is read or what it is seen. And I'm not saying that Geminis are superficial, and by any means. I'm just saying that Mercury and Gemini can be that way because you're a collector of information, and information is just something that you've heard by hearsay. But just know that if unexpected events do occur within the next few months, you have the opportunity to have your reactive mode of responding to them, or you can go inside of yourself and again analyze it and decide if you're going to speak from your soul purpose, from your heart level, from the deepest part of yourself, and not in a reactive mode. And it's really hard because we've been really trained to react to everything that goes on around us. It's the line of least resistance. Mars at this particular degree is bringing in the Sirian energy from the fixed star Sirian energy. And what is that energy? That's about creating the new template of how you are going to communicate at a very deep human level, from the deepest part of your heart. Because everything is changing as we speak. We are in a time of dynamic change, of embracing truly who we are and at what part we're going to play in humanity. So the same time period, the same dates that I gave you, that Mars is that particular degree, is also a time to know that there is a porthole to the fixed star Sirius, and we'll be able to utilize that energy. So if you go into meditation, or if you ask the Sirians for help with anything that you're doing, it is a time where they would be able to help you initiate anything that you are trying to accomplish. What happened in 2020 to this 2022 right now? We have the last quarter square before it goes back to the conjunction again. And again, we're assessing what is what is real for us. How do we want to build a new template for the world that we're going into? Do we want to stay in the status quo? This is the square. This is the internal struggle that we're going on. Do we want to embrace our true gifts that we can manifest, or do we want to follow the status quo, which is leading us to keeping us entrapped? Or do we want to break free and develop and establish our freedom of being truly who we are at a soul level? So my intention was just to give you food for thought, and how each of you are going to embrace that and build a new template. We are dissolving and breaking down structures from the past, and we are creating a new reality, and we're all doing this. And we're doing this in mass right now. And I think you've been observing it in the world around you. So this kind of will define a little bit more of what is happening, and it's not just randomly happening, it's happening to everybody as a group. And we've been experiencing this, and it's just been very blatant since actually 2020. We have a different sight that's coming forward. And we have the opportunity now to embrace our actual talents, and we have an opportunity now to create new templates and structures for us to house that.